Hi, so I'm here with Sam Lee from Coinstreet Partners, who's fresh off a really fantastic panel about STOs and regulation. Obviously, we're here in Dubai for the STO Blockchain World Summit, really exciting. Sam, thank you very much, and thanks for joining us straight after your panel. So, I guess, do you want to do a little recap of the main takeaways of the panel that you just did?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me. It's a great pleasure to be here in Dubai. I'm here for the panel, STO. It's great to see all the development in Dubai about STO and how progressive the government is supporting the development in this area.
Fantastic, thank you. So I know we were chatting downstairs. What do you think are the main sort of opportunities, especially in the UAE and Asia region? What are the main opportunities at the moment for STOs?
I guess one of the most powerful aspect of STO is to bring local private investment opportunity to global investor audience base. It is almost, to me personally, is almost like the YouTube bringing a lot of individual video maker and make it available to the worldwide audience. So this will be very exciting to region like UAE. There will be many good projects here, but curiously, they are not exposed to the investor in the rest of the world. But for STO, a very fully regulated, fully compliant ways, we can make this opportunity available to investors all over the world, in Asia, Europe, America, and I think this will be a very good thing for UAE.
Fantastic, thank you. So I guess the next best question is, what do you think are the main barriers to entry? What are the main threats that are going to stop the mass adoption of STOs in the region?
Well, first of all, now STO is really on a very early stage. I think there need to be a lot of education on both the investor and the issuing side. Obviously now we are coming out from the era of ICO. A lot of people still have this mentality with the ICO, but first of all, STO is completely different, right? It's not utility token security, and it's not about a future service. It's about existing business, something people can understand, something tangible, and something can create a return on investment. It's a very solid thing. But it's a new asset class, so we need to make the education to the STO now, according to regulation, is mostly available just for the professional investor. Although they're very sophisticated, but the whole token idea might be a little bit new, right? For example, how do they invest? What do they do with the token, the custodian, and how do they exit? All this need to be educated. Conference like this is very good for a more general education, but I think what we need is also a lot of professional practitioner, right? The way, for example, we can use example like the sponsor firm in the traditional IPO market, right? When a company going IPO, there will be professional investment bank being a sponsor, taking the company, packaging it, making it into a prospectus and going roadshow, showing to the investor. I think we also need a similar type of company. Of course, it might not be as regulated because this is not a private offering. This is not a public offering. I'm sorry. It's a private offering, but someone still need to take those investment opportunity, package it, filling all the comprehensive information and taking it in front of the investor to have a more in-depth explanation of all this area.
And I know we also discussed, so the retail investor, so traditionally the professional investors have been able to get in at very early stages and possibly reap the most benefits. I know you had some interesting points to make about how retail investors could potentially be benefiting from the STOs.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is also a trade-off, right? Because now we're saying, okay, STO is a private placement, it's not a public offering. So that's why it doesn't require to go through the prospectus or the process of the public offering. But on the other hand, because of this, it's restricted to professional investor, right? If we want to make it available to the public, then the regulation will be higher in terms of issuing, right? So this is a balance. I think now is good to start with the private placement. It's restricted to professional investor, so people understand how to manage risk. I think if they are more successful STO case, and after the regulator understand this more, they might consider lower the bar in the future, but this will be a process. But we see this will be the trend.
Fantastic, and I know we had a really great discussion downstairs just before this, so where could you see, no one's got a crystal ball, obviously 2017, 2018 shown us that, but where would you see the STO space potentially going in the next 6 to 12 months? What should we be looking out for?
Right, well, again, I'm not trying to compare STO with ICO, it's very different, but to me personally, this really feels like a little bit similar to the Q1 of 2017 for ICO. But what I mean is that I see the industry, a lot of people are doing many things behind. It might not be seen from the public yet, but we're seeing the bank, the regulator, even some of the big industry players like the investment bank, the custodian service, technology provider, everybody is doing a lot of things enabling this happening. And I think also the regulator already, many jurisdictions give green lights that STO is legal and how to do it legally, and we see more projects coming out. So by the end of this year, I think we will see a very different situation now, that with some good project out there, and ideally someone already invests and already make money. When that message spread out, right? If you think about it, that's how the whole ICO started, the hype and all that, is because someone make money.
Absolutely.
Right? You find out when your friend, hey, they actually invest, they actually get the dividend, and they actually get the profit out of it, then this thing will have a life of its own.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much, Sam. We look forward to welcoming you back to the region soon.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to come back.
Wonderful. Thank you.